But I'm glad to be here. I have a great career. I just performed at the Akron, Ohio Home Depot Caulking Conference. I have a children's book. It's not selling. It's called Mommy Drinks Because You're Bad. Comedians have a lot of weird jobs. I performed at an ophthalmologist convention for a bunch of eye doctors, and the guy actually said to me, Jim, if you have any jokes about the oracular pressure of the atrius humor on the optic nerve, that'd be great. And I said, well, I have one, but it's really dirty. But I travel so much, and I can't stand making my own plane reservation anymore, you know? Hi, I'd like some information before we begin. What is your final destination? Fort Lauderdale. I think you said Phoenix. Is that right? No! I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that. What is your final destination? Fort Lauderdale. Checking flights for Seoul, South Korea. No! What is... No! Did you... No! We seem to be having... Agent! 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 Checking flights for Agent, North Dakota. Shut up! I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna rub your face in a gravel driveway. Just get me an agent! Ah! I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that. What is your final destination? Your face! Because when I find it, I'm gonna bash it in! I think you said Fort Lauderdale. It's just the only time you can get a real country is if you call, a real person is if you call 911. Right? Can you imagine if 911 was like an 800 number? Thank you for calling 911. If this is a robbery, press 1. If this is a heart attack, press 2. If you are being mugged, press the number of people who are mugging you, followed by the pound sign. But I live in New York, and this place never fails to crack me up. I mean, like you're in elevators, you know, and they talk to you like going up, going down. This lady in the elevator said, what a horrible job that must be to say going up, going down all day long. I go crazy. What if she gets 2 elevators at once? But I'm originally from North Carolina, and my dad was visiting me in New York, and we were in Chinatown listening to all the Chinese people speak, and my dad said, how do they all know what the other one's talking about? I have this aunt, one time she said to me, Jim, last year your uncle and I went on a trip around the world. This year we're going to go somewhere else. Years ago, my mother got one of those phones that has the date on it, and it said July 7th, July 10th, JUL10. And my mother said, who's this Julio that keeps calling me? You know what I found out? I found out that many years ago, my grandfather, who was from Alabama, was in the Klan. More for the social networking. But I couldn't believe it, and I was talking to a black friend of mine, and I said, you won't believe this. I found out that my grandfather was in the Klan, and he said, oh my God, my grandfather was lynched by the Klan. And all I could say was, small world. Yeah, you're great. I just performed for an audience in Florida that was 70 and up, and so instead of laughs, I heard, what? 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 Who? Maury, I don't understand. What's he talking about? What? Who? You know, we make fun of old people because we're afraid of how it's going to be when we get there, right? Like I was talking to a 90-year-old woman, I said, do you know how to work an iPhone? She said, do you know how to churn butter? Then shut up! It is so nice to be performing for a group of people who are not on their phone. Because these things have taken over, you know. Ooh, I gotta see if I got a text. I gotta see if I got an email. I gotta go on Facebook. I gotta see what's up on Facebook. Facebook has totally gotten out of hand. I was in a Walgreens drugstore and it said, follow us on Facebook. Ooh, I can't wait to go on Facebook and see what's up at Walgreens. There's a sale on tampons. Oh my God. People are texting so much, one of these days they're going to be in the middle of sex and they get a text that says, move your leg. I'm convinced the only way to teach kids American history is to put it on this thing, then maybe they'll read it, right? In 1776, Congress signed the Declaration. LOL. I was riding my bike in New York and I hit a woman who was texting while walking. Had to go 2 blocks out of my way, but I got her.